Kamala Harris was once the Democratic Party's shining hope, but those 2 whole days are now gone. In just a few weeks, the political landscape has completely changed, and it's all trending towards Donald Trump. Today, we're breaking down the numbers and what they could mean for the election. Is Trump about to pull off a battleground sweep? Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So just so you know, tonight we're doing a live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern. At around 7 o'clock Eastern, we're going to have elections expert Mark Davis from Georgia come back onto the show. And he said he's got a lot of wild stories to talk about what's going on with the election down there. Now, I know a couple of these stories because he and I have been talking, and you're going to want to hear this stuff. There's a lot of crazy things going down in Georgia right now. One of them is about the Dominion machines that you're not going to want to miss. So I hope to see you tonight, and tell your friends because they're not going to want to miss this interview either. All right. Before we get into this, I want to remind everybody of the 8 years of attacks that Kamala Harris and her party have unfairly thrown at Donald Trump. From the lies and fabrications made up by the Democrats and their sycophants in the fake news media, to the phony conspiracies they invented, like Hillary inventing the Russia hoax, to 2 absolutely fraudulent impeachments, to multiple lawfare attacks, to take away his money, his family, and his freedom, until we finally got to the end of it, where they tried to kill him multiple times. So right now, after all that, it's looking good for the patriots, and there's crap news for the communists. And so it warms my heart to know that these people must be going toys in the attic, batshit crazy over Donald Trump being in the position where he is, probably going to win the election. That, my friends, is called karma. All right. So Kamala Harris, not exactly killing it out there, is she? I mean, at this low point in her campaign, less than 20 days to go to Election Day, she might as well buy up all the Ben & Jerry's Coconut Jubilee that she can get her hands on, because that's the only thing that'll get her through this. But you probably already knew that Kamala's campaign is crumbling, right? Well, here's what's shocking, though. The RealClearPolitics averages have shifted. Trump is now leading in every battleground state, including Wisconsin. Now, a lot of the time, Wisconsin polls to the left but votes right. Right now, Trump is actually up in Wisconsin with less than 20 days to go. Now, let's break that down for a second. Remember, it's not about single polls, but trends. And the trend is clear. Trump has been consistently gaining ground, while Harris is stuck flailing. In fact, the RealClearPolitics numbers now show Trump leading in states like Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. But here's where it gets even more interesting, guys. If these numbers hold, we're looking at a 312 to 226 electoral victory for Trump. Not close, not a squeaker. That's a blowout. All right, let's take a look at this. So we have Pennsylvania right now with Trump up 0.5. We have North Carolina, Trump up 1 point. We have Georgia, Trump up 0.9. Arizona, 1.4 for Trump. Wisconsin, 0.1. Don't say, oh, it's just 0.1. That's fine. It's in the margin of error, but he's ahead. Kamala Harris should be ahead in Wisconsin. She's not. In Michigan, he's up 0.9. Thank you for the auto industry supporting him. Nevada, Trump is up 0.6. Before we start popping the champagne corks, though, there's a big slow your horse note here. These margins are razor thin, and they're all within the margin of error for most polls. It wouldn't take much for things to shift again. But then again, on the other hand, historically, polls tend to underestimate Republican voters. So we could be in for even a bigger surprise come Election Day. Now, let's talk about Wisconsin. Not that long ago, the RCP average flipped, and Trump is now leading by the 0.1. That's a result of Rasmussen poll from October 9th through the 13th that has Trump up by 2 points. Combine that with recent polls from Quinnipiac and Insider Advantage, and the trend is obvious. Trump is on the rise, and Harris is watching her chances sink into the mud. And my home state of Pennsylvania is still the state to watch. Whoever wins Pennsylvania could very well win the whole thing. Right now, Trump is ahead by 0.5%, but again, it's within the margin of error. And we don't know if the Trump campaign has enough lawyers and poll watchers to stop the theft of the state out of places like Philadelphia vote counting centers. So no guarantees, but the writing's on the wall right now. All in all, Kamala Harris may still be leading in the national popular vote by 1.5%, but honestly, who gives a shit? That's not how we elect presidents. The battleground states are what matter, and Trump's position there looks solid, if not downright dominant. All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with all the latest election coverage. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.